Okay, good. Yeah, here is the file. The next thing is this file will be used in steps 12 and 13. Do not make any changes to this file. Open and examine the file m24calc. Okay, let me open that. m24calc. That's another file. So you can see this. Let's zoom and see. Let's zoom in. Okay, here is this file. So we have two files all together. We'll be using this to create this spreadsheet. So we go. So open and examine the file m2calc, and that's what we have here on the screen. So then save the file as a spreadsheet with the file name. Calculate underscore your center number and candidate number. Okay, calculate underscore. So I'm going to save it. File, save as. I'm saving it in my work area. Calculate underscore your center number, then candidate number. It's a spreadsheet, so you save it as a spreadsheet file. So that's the Excel workbook. Okay, good. Then you save. What's the next thing according to the instruction? The next thing is format the spreadsheet so that it looks like this. So let's go. So we have column A, B, C, okay, rows 1 to 10, and it looks like this. So this is center align, B is center align, B center align, center middle align. Then what else? From 3, okay, that is right align. That is right align. Okay, good. Then in mouse, in minutes, okay, good. Cost, okay, good. Then we have Serengeti balloon safaris to see. Merge and center align. And then make sure cells A1 to C1 are merged and have an 18-point black. 18-point black, and then on a light blue background. So fill light blue background. So this is black, light blue background. Then which one again? That 5 marks. So we have borderline for that. So 5, there is a space, 5, 2, 5, and 9. 2, 5, and 9. Okay, good. 2, 5, and 9. Okay, good. Then what else? I'm going to do for grid line. Okay, print title. Then I go to sheet. I do grid line for what I have there. Okay, good. Then what else? Then the next thing is enter your name, center number, and candidate number. Right align in the header. Right align in the header. Insert text box. Header and footer. Right align in the header. Your name, center number, candidate number. Right align in the header. Then what's the next thing? Place a formula in cell B6 to look up the name of the lodge or camp using the camp code and the external file for the array. B6 to look up the name. Okay, so let me close header and footer. Sorry, header and footer. Okay, B6, where is B6? So for steps 12, place a formula in cell B6 to look up the name of the lodge or camp using the camp code and the external file m24 distance.csv for the array. Notice that in the instruction earlier, we were told not to adjust or change the content of M24 distance. So we are only using it as our table array. So you need to apply logic in this kind of question. So please follow me and you understand this very well. So in cell B6, let's go. B6, okay, yes, B6, we are using a lookup function. So to look up the name, and if you go back to this file, okay, you see the way it is arranged. If you double click this, you see there's a gap between these two different arrays. So that means for that particular question, we are using this place for the array. How did I know, you ask me? It's very simple. Initially you realize that there's a gap here, so that means they are not contiguous, they are not in the same array. So this particular array will answer a particular question, and this second array will answer a particular question. But you see how we are going to combine the two. So let's go. I'll use a VLOOKUP because data is arranged vertically. So I'll come here, VLOOKUP, and our lookup array, lookup value according to the question is look up the name using the camp code. So I'm using camp code. Where's camp code? Yeah, that is B4, comma. My table array, I'll come here, is this. Notice that I'm not selecting the title row, so I'm selecting this down to pick the array. Sorry, let me take that again. I think there was an error there. Comma, B4, comma. Then I have this down here, so comma. So my column index number is column 2. This is the second column where I want to pick data from, which is 2, and my range lookup will be false for exact match. Then I close the bracket, and you can see where I have 17. The name of the camp is Mara Engai camp. We can confirm that from year 17. Okay, year 17, Mara Engai camp. So we are done with that. That's a 5-mark question. So let's go to step 13. Step 13, place a formula in cell B7. In B7 to look up the distance in miles from the lodge or camp using the launch site and the external file M24 distance for the array. So we need to do this carefully. So let's examine this again. Now if you look at the way the data here is arranged, you can see we use this first array. Look at the second array, the way it's appearing, though it looks like a VLOOKUP, but if you look at the heading here, it shows that the heading is here. So we can say it is what? It is HLOOKUP, because if you pick one camp name, that means this is the launch site for this particular camp. You have the camp code to be this. The launch site code to be this, and this is the distance. So you need to look at it carefully. In fact, sometimes you could have used VLOOKUP and you realize it's not working before you realize you're making use of HLOOKUP. So for me, I'm going to make use of HLOOKUP. So let's see what is going to result into. So equals HLOOKUP, and my lookup value according to the instruction is look up the distance from a mile from the camp using the launch site. So I'm using the launch site. Okay, where is my launch site? Here is my launch site. Good, comma. Then my table array will now be this second array, the second array here. Sorry for that. This is the second array, like I explained. So I'm picking it from here till here. You ask me why? Because if I don't select this alongside, there will be nothing the lookup function will be used to get the values to return. So I'm going to pick this. Yes, there is a space here, and then you remember we don't normally take the heading if you are using VLOOKUP, but now I'm taking it so that this could be part of my array and to be easier for the function to locate what I'm actually looking for. So see, now that means I'm taking an extra 2 rows, so this row, this particular row, and this second empty row. So I'm selecting this to have for the array. Good. Another thing I want you to take note of is that in the instruction they once told us that there are specific days. Let me see that again. It said the company used a number of fixed launch site, and that's why we have that A, B, C, D to G. That's about 7 for different days, different launch site for different days, 7 days. You can see that. So that's why I'm using that. So having picked the array, the next thing is to pick the row index number. So row index number. Now this is where we need to apply wisdom. Row index number would have been, if I've picked this now, for example, if I've selected from here, the row index number will now be row 3 for this, but my row 3 will be camp code 1. So that means my row 4 will be camp code 2. Can you see that it is short of 2? So that will now make me, instead of picking the camp code that is here or just putting a value, a constant value, I can actually make use of what I have here. Look at camp code that I already have here. So I will use that as my row index number. And remember, from what I explained, this B4, which is 17, if you calculate manually, you see that it is short of 2 because of these 2 rows that are not supposed to be there ordinarily. So I'm going to add +2 to that. So that will be this row +2, then comma my then I need to pick my exact match, which is false, exact match. Then I close. Then you see 27.8. So let's confirm this. If my launch site is E and my camp code is 17, then distance should be 27.8. Let's go look at it. Launch site is E. Launch site is E. Okay, let me do it this way. Maybe we'll see that. If my launch site is E, launch site is E. Yes, launch site is E. And my camp code is 17. Let me scroll down to 17. This is 17. See that? Let me highlight it so that you can see. Okay, and my is E. Look at it. What will I get? 27.8. What did I get here? 27.8. This is how you know that it is correct. Do you see that? Now let me undo. Let me use another value so that we see. Let me use another value. So what if we change this one to any of the letter? Let's pick A. And my camp code, let's pick something like 10. What did I get? 10.4. Okay. Launch site is A. This launch site A. Launch site is A. Let me use this color. And my camp code is 10. Where's my camp code? Yes, my camp code is 10. So what's the value? Camp code is 10, sorry. Camp code is 10. Look at camp code, not the row number. Camp code is 10. Look at it here. Camp code is 10. Now, what's the answer? 10.4. So this is how you know it is correct. Imagine I did not put this extra 2 that I put. It would have been short of 2. Let me remove the 2 so that you see. It would have been short of 2. Look at what I'm getting. So 13.6. Where do you have 13.6? You can see it. That is this space is short of 2. But this is what I'm supposed to get. So that's why I added that 2 in the function, so that automatically it will be calculating it. So B4 needs to be +2. Okay, good. So let me remove all these things because we're asked not to edit or alter what we have here. I only use this to explain what I need to explain so that it can be clearer without any doubt or confusion. So thank you for following. No fill. Okay, and this no fill. Okay, good. Then let's continue. We can now maximize this and continue with this. Okay, let's see the next instruction. Then the next instruction says that that's what we just did is for 7 marks. Place a formula in cell B8 to calculate the time in minutes taken for the journey from the lodge or camp to the launch site where the vehicle travels at 20 miles per hour. Please take note of this. Where it travels 20 miles per hour. So how do we do that? Place a function in cell B8 to calculate the time in minutes. B8 to calculate the time in minutes. Okay, then the time will be calculated as distance multiplied by 20 divided by speed distance multiplied by 60. So here is it, equals distance multiplied by 60. Because why are we multiplying by 60? Because the distance generated was in given us was in per hour. This distance was in per hour. So then, since we are calculating in minutes, so we are multiplying by 60 to have it in minutes. What else? Divide by the speed. Divide by the speed. Okay, where is the speed? And they have given us that where the vehicle travels at 20 miles per hour, that's the speed, 20 miles per hour. Okay, so that will be this 20, that's the speed. This, okay, you can see that, and we have it in minutes. Okay, good. Then what else? That's the driving time in minutes. Okay, then we have done this. The next thing will now be, let's go to the next one. Place a formula in cell B10 to calculate the costs in cell B10 to calculate the cost for this entire journey. Okay, good. Cost equals driving time rounded to the nearest hour multiplied by 2,200 shillings plus the distance in miles multiplied by 800 shillings. So you need to understand that. So place a formula in cell B10 to calculate the cost for the journey. Cost is equal to driving time rounded to the nearest hour. Okay, so that will be equals round down of this to the nearest hour, that's 0, multiplied by, you see, driving time rounded down to the nearest hour, so that's to 0. Okay, then multiply by 22,000 shillings, multiply by 22,000 shillings plus, okay, good, plus the distance in miles, plus the distance in miles. Where's the distance in miles? So this is distance in miles. Okay, plus the distance in miles multiplied by 800 shillings. So all of this multiplied by 800 shillings. 800 shillings. So you can see that. So you need to read that carefully and follow the order of calculation using bed mass. Okay, good. So then press this. We got this. That's the cost. Okay, then apply appropriate formatting to cell B10. Now what's the appropriate formatting? In the opening instruction, what we did was for 3 marks. In the opening instruction, they told us that we should calculate in Tanzania shillings to 2 decimal places. You can see that in Tanzania shillings, TZS. Okay, now let's format it. So we come here, come to more, come to currency, and pick Tanzania shillings, Tanzania T, go to T. Alright, that's it. Tanzania shillings. You can see that, and to 2 decimal places. So let it be to 2 decimal places. Okay, then double tap this to see Tanzania shillings to 2 decimal places. Okay, what else? Let's see. Okay, we have formatted that. Save your spreadsheet and print your spreadsheet showing the formulae. Okay, save the spreadsheet, come here, and then save it showing the formulae. So you come to formulas and go to show formulas, and you have everything this way. Then select all here and double tap so that you can see all of them adjusting appropriately. And also you were told in the question that print your spreadsheet showing the formula. Make sure that the printout is in landscape orientation. Landscape orientation, that will be landscape orientation. So come to page layout, orientation, landscape, set your paper to A4 since you are printing using A4. Then what else? The row and column headings are displayed, and the content of all cells are fully row and column heading. Come to sheet here, row and column heading display. Go to print preview to see the way it looks like. Okay, this makes sense, this makes sense. Okay, then what else? Let's see. Okay, the row and column headings are displayed. I've done that. The content of all cells are fully visible. I've done that. Then just to print it. So after this, everything is done appropriately. Then okay, before I print, you remember the other time they asked us the default value before I tested it with I think it was E, and then let me return it, E and 17. So you don't forget that E and what is here was 17. I only changed it to test what I did. Okay, good. So I think it is good for us to print now. Print, and then you call this printout 1. You can see it, printout 1. Okay, I can even okay, adjust to normal size. Everything is intact. Okay, let me horizontally. Okay, good. So it'll be at the center. Then I will print. So I'll call this one printout 1. So print, and that is, I call it calculate printout 1. Printout 1. Good. Then I save that. That's my printout 1. Okay, then the next thing, let's see. The next thing is oh, this is the printout. You can see that. So the next thing is let me go to the question. The next thing is that's print the spreadsheet showing the values. Make sure that the print out fits on a single page. Content of all cells are fully visible. Okay, single page. All right, just print the values. I'll come to formula. I click on show formula, then I double tap, select all, so that nothing shall be hidden. Okay, good. And let's see. Okay, I think this is better. So come here and print. Okay, look at the way it prints on paper. I think this makes sense. It makes sense. And if I like, you can make it portrait, since it's just the values you want to print. Okay, and it will contain it. You can see that, and this is this. Okay, good. Then you print this as printout 1 and printout 2, sorry, and that is for 25 marks. You can see, so in this particular year you realize that we have more of web authoring question than spreadsheets. But then the spreadsheet question is logical, it requires logic. You don't need to rush, just calm down, try to own the problem, understand what the question is saying, and you see that you'll be able to break it down. It's very, very important. So that is very simple. So with this, I need to say, please like this video, drop your comment. If you have any other method you want to use, let me know, and we share knowledge. And then make sure you subscribe to our channel so that we can continue to bring you the best method to solving all these questions. See you. Bye for now.